everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you part 2 of my Revolution You Are a Star advent calendar. If you haven't seen part 1 of this video, I recommend you going and watching that one first. I'll leave it up in the cards. So yeah, I have already unboxed all of this. I know exactly what's in it, and now I'm going to be going through some of the products and giving them a go and testing them out for you guys. If you want to see the products in use, then keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and let's get into the video. Now, since I already have my foundation, concealer and powder on, I'm going to be starting with cheek products. So the first thing I'm going to be going in with is this here. So this is the contour palette. I think the only shade that's going to work for me in this palette is this one here. Now it's probably going to be a little bit too orange, but we'll just build up little by little and see how we get on. Oh my god. All Revolution products are so pigmented. I don't know why. I don't learn. So that is the contour shade on one side. It's actually a really nice shade. It's not as orange as I thought it was. Yeah, it's definitely a usable shade for me. Now this product is something that definitely can be built up quite a lot, but you can go in like really lightly with it. So I'm just using like one dip into the palette and that's plenty kind of thing. But if you were someone that likes a lot more bronzer than me, you can definitely build that up, make it a lot darker. That is a super nice shade actually. I really like that. Using the smallest amount of that same shade, I'm just gonna bronze up my nose a little bit. Going in with a really light hand to do this because I don't want it to be super harsh. I just want it to look like it's kind of blending with the rest of my face. Next up is blush. So I'm going to be using the blush palette that you get in the calendar. Looks like this again, super pretty, a nice range of shades. And for today's look, I'm going to be going in with this shade here. This is the third one. It's more of like a peachy corally colour. And I'm going to be using the brush that you get in the calendar as well. So I'm going to guess the blushes are as pigmented as the contour palettes. So I'm going to use the smallest amount of this shade. It's like a few dips in the palette and you can already see how much product it's picked up. I'm going to tap some of that. So I do just blend the blush back into my bronzer. I think it just looks nicest that way. And then if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I'm not done with blush until there's a little bit on my nose. I just think it looks really nice and just kind of brings everything together. So next up is highlight, and you actually get quite a lot of highlighter products. So you get two like separate ones, so you get Shiver and Hibiscus. You also get a body highlighter, but then there is also the highlighter palette. Now I think the shade that'll be best for me for this look is actually this one in here. It's the lightest one there is. Now I could use the pinky one, but I just prefer like a yellowy goldy highlight. So I'm going to go in with that one today. That is super pretty. It's quite an intense highlight, and I have put quite a lot on because I like an intense highlight. So this is all the base products pretty much done. So now quickly at this point I'm just going to actually go in with the lip balm or the lip mask. It just looks like this. It's got a really nice smell. It like reminds me of the like little lip glosses and stuff you used to get when you were little. It's got that kind of smell to it. And I'm just going to leave that to soak in while I do my eyeshadow. Oh, I didn't use the serum. I'm just going to pop a little bit on the back of my hand because I want to see what it's like. Oh. Okay, so I think you could put that all over your face as like a to add some glow to your base. But that's really nice. It just gives like a really glowy effect with like a teeny bit of shimmer in there, but it's not like big chunks of glitter. It's just a nice little added shimmer. Now, I'm really sorry if you can hear the hoovering in the background, but I'm running out of daylight, so I'm just gonna have to carry on. Now, you do get 4 different eyeshadow palettes in this one. They're all quite different, so you get like a darker one, and then like a pinky purple one, a slightly darker pinky purple one, and then this really bright palette here. Now, I do want this to be a Christmassy look. So this is the palette Cosmic, and I think I'm going to go in with this one today. So it just looks like this. Now I really want to try out this red shade here. Let's give this a go. Now you do get some eye brushes in this kit, in this advent calendar. So I'm going to be giving those a go today. So I'm going to start with the biggest brush and this shade here. So this is just the lightest matte shade that there is. So I'm going to use that as like my transition colour. Now I do want a fluffier brush to use for my transition colour, so I'm just going to go in with one of my own. So this is just a bigger fluffy brush. And then I'm just going to go in with that same shade and blend that into the crease. So now that that's blended through the crease, I'm going to go back to that little brush and I'm going to start putting some of this red through my crease as well, just to warm the look up. But I'm not going to be blending this shade up as high. I don't know how I feel about these brushes. They're all a bit hard and a bit difficult to like blend nicely with. Okay. So again, I'm just going to go in with one of my own. So this is like a fluffier brush, but it's more tapered. Yeah, I'm just going to go in with that one instead. And that same red shade. So I am winging this out at the end just because I really like how that looks on my eyes. And then attaching it down, then going in with the first brush and that first shade and just blending the edges out, and then using the thinner brush we were using earlier, I'm just going to put that red on my lower lash line. Now I'm going to be daring and going with the teeniest amount of the black shade just to deepen up that outer corner. So I'm taking this on a pencil brush, just the littlest amount, and just deepening out this outer V. Now I'm surprised at just how pigmented that shade is. It's not a bad thing, it's actually a really good thing. I just wasn't expecting it. And then going back in with the brush we were using before and a bit more of the red, just to blend out the edges. And then next I'm going to go in with my lid shade. So today I'm going to be using this one here. And to apply it, I'm just going to use my finger. So I'm literally just going straight in there. It's a really pretty shade. That is so pretty, oh my god. And then I'm using the little brush that came in the calendar just to get that down into my inner corner. And using the pencil brush with that black shade again, I'm just going to apply it to like the outer third of my lid. Just to blend into that gold shade and also blend into the crease where we've blended that black. And then just blend in the edges a little bit again, just to make sure it's all blended nicely together. And then I'm actually going to go in with the eyebrow brush because I've already done my eyebrows and this brush is a bit big for my eyebrows in my opinion, but it's perfect for what I'm about to do. So I'm going to dip that into the black shade and then just start to smoke that down into my lash line a little bit. not loads, it's just to add a little bit more depth, and I think it just looks really nice. Okay, so it looks a little bit crazy now, but once we add mascara, it'll really bring that together. And with that same brush, I'm just going to tuck a little bit of the black right underneath my lower lashes, just to help tie it all together. And then going in with the fluffy brush and the red, just to blend that out a little. Now, just to finish off the eye look, I'm going to go back in with the highlight palette in the same shade we were using earlier. With the TD brush, I'm going to just apply some of that highlighter to my inner corner. And I'm also going to add a little bit of that shade to my brow bone as well, just at the very highest point. Now that the eyes are done, I'm just going to pop on some mascara and I'll be right back. Mascara is on, and I feel like now that black just doesn't look quite so intense. It kind of just brings it all together a lot nicer. Now for lips, we have a choice of 2 lipsticks. So we have Shining, Vintage. Okay, they are actually very similar shades. This one is Vintage and this one is Shining. Now for today's look, I think I'm going to go in with Vintage just because it'll go a lot better with my eyeshadow look because it's got the more red undertones, whereas the other one's more pinky. Don't have a lip liner to go with it, so wish me luck. Okay, so that is the shade Vintage on. I do actually really like this colour on. It is a really deep red. I just think it's really nice. And I definitely think this advent calendar is missing like a lip liner or something just to help with this, because I didn't really want to be using products I didn't have to use. Like mascara I had to use because no look is complete without mascara, but I didn't want to use any other lip products that could affect how these perform. So like the lip liner would have made part of the lipstick look different colours. It's not perfectly even, but I do really like the colour. I really like the formula. I have tried this formula before, but yeah, the colour is lovely. I think it goes really nicely with the eyeshadow look. It's not too overpowering. So yeah. Now you do get 2 lip glosses, but I don't really want to use one. I'm quite happy with it without the gloss. This is the Shimmer Bomb gloss. It is super shiny. It's really nice. And then this one is the Plumping gloss. Now it has got a slightly pink tinge to it. It's not quite as shimmery as the Shimmer Bomb one, but it is definitely still glossy. So I think this is the finished look. Again, I am super happy with all the products that I've tried. Revolution never ever let me down. I'm obsessed with their brand, obsessed with their products. Would love to work with them, just gonna slide that out there. But yeah, this is the finished look with as many of the products as I used or as I could use. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I definitely really this hair on my nose, I can feel it. Where are you? I really enjoy making these videos, so if you like these videos, make sure to let me know so that I know to film some more of these, whether that's next year or if there's any more you quickly want me to test out for you. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it and testing out all the products. If there was anything in this collection or this advent calendar that you did want me to try out that I haven't in this video, let me know and I will do that for you. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye!